Hi, this is cycle 3, week 24 for orchestra. We are going to be doing orchestra review and celebration this week. So we are finally finished with art for the year, and so this is a review of the last 6 weeks in specific, and then celebrating that. So we can spend the first time reviewing, and then we're going to be doing a fun different instrument to make, to just enjoy that, celebrating that, and then they'll be able to make beautiful music afterwards. So you can start by reviewing. You can talk through the different 2 time periods that we talked about, the romantic and the modern periods. And so you have that in your notes. You can talk about, just gauge it for your kids in your class for what your ages are. You can go deeper with the bigger kids. If you want to do less with the littles, that's fine. But you can talk through our composers, what periods of time they were in for the orchestra, and then you can review them, the facts that we learned about them, and then you can review the actual orchestra. So if you have your art folders, you are welcome to flip to that. It has that the seating chart for the differences of the romantic period, orchestra instruments. We also have that art bag, the cycle song we have as well, or not the cycle song, but the orchestra song. If you haven't gone through that, it would be a good time to maybe review it, or if the kids really liked it and you want to do it again, you're welcome to. You have the resources in here. You also have the listening sheets if you wanted for the first 3 composers. If you hadn't done that and you wanted to do that this week, it would be a great time, or you can just refresh it if you wanted. There's not the activity will take probably about half the time, I would think, maybe a little more for the younger classes. So you do have a little bit of time. You could play some games if you wanted to maybe work with your art partner to figure out what games they may have from orchestra. If there are ones the kids really liked last week you wanted to do again this week, you're welcome to do that. And then the second part of our celebrating after we review is that we're going to be making balloon bassoons. So every child is going to have a 2-inch pipe. It's going to already be pre-cut. I don't know, it's about 1 foot, maybe a little more. And then you're going to need duct tape. So everybody will have duct tape that they'll share with their art partner. And so you want to put about half a strip, maybe a little more, and then the rest you're going to want to fold inside. So you can have the kids all do that. I think that's something they'll be capable of, at least folding it in. And then you're going to get a balloon and a scissor. You're going to want to scissor just the very tip top of the balloon. Do not try cutting it here, just the tip top, because you want more of the balloon to stretch around it. So you'll see mine here. I just did the very top. And so you'll want to then get that balloon and put it around the top, like so. And the reason the duct tape is there is so that it doesn't break the balloon, because it has a sharper edge. So then you're gonna have 2 rubber bands per kid. So you'll have then the kid, that balloon's not gonna work. Let's do this one's better. So that they can tie the balloon to it more securely. So they can then just kind of, moms can help the younger ones with that. Make sure that then it just helps keep it on. The balloon already has a good little elasticity to it, but it just, every little bit helps. So then you have it like that, and you have obviously the normal blowhole opening. You will then, everybody has a small piece of garden hose. I don't know, what is that, like 3-4 inches? Doesn't really matter. Some might be a little longer than others. Please encourage kids. That is really not something to be stressed out about. But you just want to get that then on the bottom. And then you're going to want to do the same thing, rubber band that. So you'll rubber band that good, and then that's it. That's all that it takes to make the balloon bassoon. I'd recommend bringing in some permanent markers so the kids can color the pipe. It's kind of boring looking otherwise. If you really want to go crazy and you want to paint, I don't think I'm going to, because by the end of it, it gets a little old to bring all that back out. I would not do the pastels, because I think it'll just get all over their hands. I really think permanent marker, or if you have washi tape or something, would be good. Or if you have extra duct tape and the kids like to duct tape it, go for it. But then for blowing the bassoon, it doesn't obviously look a ton like a bassoon, but it sounds like one. So you want to try to keep it at an angle like that, like not up like this, but like this. So if you go like this, you don't make a sound. So it's like this. But if you do it more like this,